This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Demand for beef is growing strong after decades of decline. CattleFax Executive Vice President Randy Blach explains why.
Well, we've gone through a major change in beef demand from where we were back in the early 1980s to where we are currently today. From 1980 to 1998, beef demand was cut in half. Now, put that in perspective. That means half the people aren't enjoying their eating experience. It's not acceptable. The industry got focused on changing things in the late 90s, early part of the 2000s, and the quality grades started to improve. And today, beef demand has grown tremendously to the point of the equivalent of about $20 a hundred in the last 20 years. So it's an incredible story.
As beef got better, consumer income levels increased, along with their desire and ability to buy higher quality beef. The effects are seen in beef price spreads across the years.
The spreads have held together very well. The Choice Select spread is at $10 again this year. That's where it's averaged in here over the last 15 years. So even though the grade has improved 25%, again going from 55% Choice and Prime to 80% Choice and Prime, the spreads tell us that's what the market wanted. People are willing to pay more for that type of eating experience. We have seen some erosion in the prime spread in here in the last year where we've seen supply increase as much as it has. I think that's opportunity. I think that's more opportunity for end users to come back in, consumers to experience the value in eating quality of prime.
Increased demand goes beyond our borders, which adds value to beef exports and more profit for all beef industry sectors.
Average profitability over the last several years, we've had cow-calf producers making $200 to $300 a head. Cattle feeders have had two of the 5 best years in history over the last 4 or 5 years. Packing industry's making great money. Stocker operators making good money. Everybody's making money. End users are making money. That's what a sustainable business is all segments making some money. And I think that's something we should be really proud of.
And that's a kind of pride you can take to the bank. I'm Bob Cervera.
Earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses in rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery. And so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously. So I'm tickled to death with the results, and I'd recommend this process to anyone.